students. Today we will study the chapter in the Kingdom of Fools of your book Moments. In the Kingdom of Fools, the king and the ministers were idiots. They ordered all things to be reversed. They decided to change night into day and day into night. They ordered people to do day's work in night and to sleep in the day. Anyone not obeying was to be punished with that. So people, out of fear, did as they were asked to do. This delighted the king and his minister. Once a guru and his disciple arrived in the city, they found everyone asleep during the day. No activity was observed. It amazed them. They wandered till evening. Then the people woke up. They started doing their nightly business. Now the two were hungry. They bought some food items. The price of everything was same, a single dudu. This surprised and delighted them. The guru realized that it was really a kingdom of fools. The guru decided to leave the city of fools. He asked his disciple also to leave the place, but the disciple didn't want to do so for cheap food. The guru advised the disciple that nothing could be predicted of fools, but the disciple didn't care. He remained behind. Time passed on. The disciple ate to his full. As a result, he became very fat. A thief breaks into a rich merchant's house. One day, a thief broke into a rich merchant's house. He was taking out the stolen thing. Just then, the wall of the old house fell on his head. He was killed instantly. The brother of the thief complained to the king about his death. He blamed the owner of the house for his brother's death. The king heard the accused. He accused him of killing the thief. But the owner said that he was innocent. He said that the person who built the wall was responsible. He didn't make the good wall. The king decided to summon the bricklayer. The king asked the bricklayer if he had built the wall. He accused him of killing the thief. Before the king could order his death, the bricklayer pleaded innocence. He told the king that he could not concentrate while building the wall. A dancing girl moved in the street, so he was responsible for it. The king charged the dancing girl of killing the thief. The dancing girl said the goldsmith was responsible for it. She had given some gold to him. He had to make some jewelry for her. He was lazy. He didn't make the jewelry early, so she had to wake up and down the street. So it was goldsmith's fault. The king now ordered to summon the goldsmith. The goldsmith replied that there was a wedding in rich man's house. He had to make jewelry for him, so he could not finish the jewelry to the dancing girl in time. The rich man is summoned before the king. He was the owner of that house, but he said that his father had ordered the jewelry. The king consulted his minister. He decided that the owner be punished in his father's place. The king asked for a new stake to be made ready for the owners to die. But the owner was very thin. He could not be executed. The king was worried about it. Then he ordered to search a man who was fit for the stake, so he should be executed. The disciple was found for fit the stake. He was brought to the place of execution. The disciple now remembered his wise guru's words. He prayed to his guru. The guru had magic powers to see the past and the future. He saw everything. He arrived at once to save his disciple. He told his disciple something in a low voice. The disciple understood this. The guru and the disciple now started fighting. The guru wanted to die first. The king asked the guru why he wanted to die. The guru told the king in his ears that the city was unique. This was the stake of God of justice. The stake was new. It was never used earlier on criminals. Whoever die on it first will be born a king, and whoever die next will be born as a minister. The king thought over the whole case. He didn't want to lose the kingdom even in his next birth also. So he talked to his minister. The king said that they would go on a stake themselves. Thus they would be reborn as king and ministers again. The king and ministers want security to the person. They realized the guru and the disciple. They put themselves in their places. So they were taken to the stake and executed. The guru and disciple became the king's minister. The dead bodies of the king and the ministers were taken down. The people mourned their deaths. They discussed the future of the kingdom. Suddenly, some people thought of the guru and the disciple. They were secretly leaving the city. People saw them. They requested them to be the new king and the minister. But they put one condition. It was to change all the old laws. So they changed the laws.